So we are back. It is the Jiu Jitsu Underdogs. I'm not even going to count the episodes now because I feel like we've completely lost track. We got phantom episodes. We got like a 3 week hiatus, but we're back. That's all that matters.
Yes,
And
sir.
for those of you tuning in for the first time, it's the Jiu Jitsu Underdogs. This is the podcast where two ordinary dudes trying to do something a little extraordinary with Jiu Jitsu. We're trying to make this our full time careers, and we are doing the damn thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here and we made it, man. Sometimes we go through it, but at the end of the day, we're just powering through, head down and staying focused. Good to see y'all for sure. Missed you guys. Shouts to Nation, shouts to all of our fans watching. And yeah, man, this is episode whatever number we decide to put on it.
I'm not gonna lie, when I be editing these shows in the studio and like it asks for a title and an episode number, I'm like, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. So if
Whatever
anyone
number.
goes on our Spotify and you see all the numbers like funky and out of sequence and missing episodes, that's why. Yeah. But so we've been out for a bit. We've been out, life just be lifing. I've been dragged away to I have another gig, consultant gig, just to help pay the bills so I don't have to take as much money from the business. So yeah, no training for me for like 2 weeks now, I think. How about you? You've been busy too.
Yeah, man. I just had that match a few weekends ago at Fury Grappling, and then kind of right after that, I just literally landed a new gig myself. So it was just like, a little bit here and there. My coaching kind of took a hit with it too. But like I said, sometimes you got to prioritize yourself. I think we mentioned this a couple episodes ago in order to keep the boat floating. So here we are, starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And now we're both of us too, kind of getting our mojo back. Yeah, man, we're here. I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be back. We have been on behind the scenes booking other guests too. So not only are we getting back on track, but we're kind of hitting the ground running. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a tough. I think both of us have had a tough couple of weeks. It's been busy. It's the side of running businesses or being self-employed or an entrepreneur that they don't tell you about. It's like you have this thing that requires a huge amount of work, but doesn't necessarily generate money in the pocket. So you're sort of playing a long game where you're putting in the work, hoping that it pays off, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years time. But in the meantime, you still got bills to pay. You got to eat. You got to make rent. So yeah, you got a new gig. I've got my consultant gig, which helps cover the rent. But they took me out to New York, which was kind of cool. We did a photo shoot out there. It's for a kind of restaurant company. So it's two very different worlds. One is like strangling people and making skin tight lycra outfits, and then the other is like taking pictures of desserts and talking about sprinkles. So
Did
it's
you?
been a wild couple of weeks, bro. It's like a complete 360.
I don't think I ever asked you, but did you ever get to eat those desserts that you take photos of and things like that? Like when you go to these restaurants?
Yeah, so like for the people listening, it's a consulting gig where I help a restaurant chain that specializes in desserts kind of develop the menu and train the staff. So it's like I'm coming in, we're launching a new menu across 4 different locations. So I have to develop the menu from scratch, which means I got to source vendors, price out all the ingredients, make sure it's profitable for them, and then develop all the training materials. And then we kind of launch the new menu. So as part of launching the menu, I had to do a photo shoot. And yeah, man, it's bad. I've been getting fat for 2 weeks. We've just been doing nothing but taking pictures of like ice cream, cakes, candies, and I was like, om.
Let's go. I'll take it though, man. That sounds like a
Yeah,
good
yes.
job to have, bro.
Right. So it's an interesting gig. It's very different to jiu-jitsu. It's very much like the corporate world, it's like it's very different to entrepreneurship in general because I realized going back to the corporate world how sort of rigid and structured it is. It's like you have meetings about work. You don't actually
Yeah,
do any work. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, we
yeah,
could get all this done in like a day. But obviously it's the way they work. So you kind of have to play by their rule book.
yeah. Working
Um
for the man. It's always
I know, but the man got a
confusing.
steady paycheck. Being self-employed business owner does not.
Does not. Hey, I totally get that, man. I mean, I gotta like win a match or two just to get a couple of bonuses here and there from
Right,
some of the
right, right.
sponsors. So I get that, man. Sometimes the wins don't come.
Right. It's crazy when you're self-employed or you're getting living off prize money, like how hard how much you gotta kill yourself just to get a paycheck. You're like
Yeah,
you'd be like the Rambo, what's the Rambo meme where he's like two thumbs up and his face is all busted up?
he's all
It's
beat
like,
up.
I got $20.
It's funny. I mean, I didn't think I made any ticket sales from my last match, and then when I looked at it, and I was just like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." but I'm not even gonna say the amount. It's embarrassing, but hey, I get to show up, do some jujitsu, and get paid for it. I can't complain, man.
I mean, that's really really the goal. The only goal we're striving for here is just like earn the bare minimum to survive, just so we can keep doing jujitsu for as long as we can. Like a pair of crackheads.
It's just like, yeah, man, I made a couple bucks, but my car's not paid. But you know what? I got paid from this.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is one of the things I noticed about being out for so long is where I was at, it was super bougie, man. It was crazy. Like it was up in the Hamptons, staying at the business owner's house, and she got like a freaking mansion. She had like a gym in the basement. So I was able to keep up with some kind of training, and I was hitting like weights and cardio. And all they had for cardio was a running machine. I
Oh,
realized like I'm in shape, my cardio is pretty good from jujitsu, but I realized just how much of a train wreck my body is like, because other people were hitting in the gym and there's like these little kind of corporate girls in the gym and they're running on the treadmill. And I'm looking, I'm like, she's like twice my speed and she looks
yeah,
fine. And I'm there
she's
like the
sprinting.
joints are all messed up, like look like Frankenstein's monster on the treadmill, just kind of shuffling because my neck's busted up, my back's busted up, my knees are busted up. I mean,
No
wow, there's
lift.
this corporate girl just flying past me on the treadmill. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, jujitsu is like completely wrecked my body. Like both knees are shot, lower back's shot, I'm all hunched over because my neck's a mess. And I'm like, yeah, I might have good cardio, but I don't know, man. But I don't know about you. When you take time off, does your body feel better or not really?
I mean, for the most part lately, I don't know, it's because I've just been eating like dog shit. I'm just gonna be completely transparent. I haven't been feeling as great as I used to. But normally, because I'm so active, whether it's training and competing, a week or two off does feel pretty good. But I put on the weight pretty quickly. So I don't know if that's what it is. I've just been eating and just relaxing and being super comfy. Or like, I don't want to say complacent, but like, I guess you can say just real comfortable. I would say both mentally, physically, I do kind of feel better because it's just like you're not, the wear and tear isn't there, right? Not getting beat up all week like you normally would. Like, for example, I haven't really gone to my pro session in the last, I want to say week and a half now. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. And I got straight up killers in that bodega room. So it's just like, I'm not getting my ass whooped every day for the last 2 weeks like I normally would. So I guess, yeah, my body does feel great. My neck feels good. I can kind of do this without getting strangled by somebody.
Well,
Yeah.
first off, fuck you, because I do not have that luxury.
My
Secondly,
bad.
wait till you hit 40,
Too
bro.
soon, too soon.
Yeah, wait till you hit 40. Those miles just stay on the clock. They
I'm
never go
almost
back
there,
down.
man. Almost there. I think
Yeah,
the last podcast was before my birthday. I just recently hit 36, so it's just like, you
36.
know.
You in good shape for 36?
Thank you, man.
But I
Thank
feel
you.
like on the flip side, as much as a joke about jujitsu wrecking your body, it is kind of like when I look at other people my age, they got like beer bellies and
Yeah.
they're just like, can't really do half the stuff you do. So it is the fountain of youth in that regard.
Yeah, what I love about jujitsu the most is, let's just say we do go like 2 weeks. We don't look that bad. You know what I'm saying? I feel sloppy, a little soft around the
Right.
edges, a little jiggly around, but we don't look that bad though. So I'll take it.
I got so on my dad's side, I'm Indian, and I always joke that like we are the most unathletic nationality of people on the planet. It's like cricket is about as athletic as Indian people get. So the minute I like stop training or like look at food, it's just like instant gut. And it's not even like some people put it on evenly. It's just like me, it's like skinny and then gut.
It's like an uncle. Every uncle is
Yeah, I got a freaking unk bod. My God. No, but it's not that
That's
bad.
pretty much for me. I would like say, mentally, like sometimes, and I think we've had this topic, we spoke about this, the burnout, right? When you're constantly just invested in that one thing, you do get that burnout. And that's with everything. I don't mean to get deep, relationships, work, friendships, it's the same thing over and over and over again. And then boom.
Mm-mm.
You just get tired of it. I think what helped me too was that cruise. I was able to kind of disconnect from jujitsu, work, just everything, even though I kept thinking about it nonstop. Like I was on my phone, like, damn, I wish I could train. Who can I strangle on this boat? But it was cool though. But Yeah,
You're just
man.
going up to random strangers and be like, "Yo, can you just choke me out real quick? Choke me out.
Yo,
I
let me
need to feel
explain to you
something."
this move I've been studying real quick. Let me
Yeah,
use your legs. No, it's not UFC. It's called Jiu Jitsu. Like
yeah,
having those conversations. Like, no, it's not karate. But yeah, I would say the time off does give you that moment to kind of miss on something that you're normally doing and grinding every day. So for the
yeah, yeah.
most part, better in a positive way.
You know, I like on that topic, getting back to training after a gap. I had like my first session back
Ooh,
yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And it's weird because sometimes like I take a week off or a few days off and then I come back and it's like you got a bit more clarity. It's like you're flowing better, you're kind of like making better decisions and scrambles. And I guess it's like I think sometimes with my training, I think I get too dialed in on like very specific details and just doing positionals and like nothing but positionals, and you kind of get overloaded in your brain. So you kind of what do they call it? Like analysis paralysis, where you got so much information in front of you that you can't make a decision. Whereas you
yeah,
take that break and it kind of clears the mind. And then you're like, all right, fuck it. This feels right. I'm just going to do it. And you're like, oh shit, it worked. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
what I noticed coming back this time, I think maybe it's because it was like 2 weeks off was a little bit too long. Like I wasn't bad. Like cardio felt good, but I just felt like I was like slow to the punch. Do you know what I mean? Like kind of clumsy and a little, you know, yeah, stiff. So maybe the sweet spot is like taking a week off. I don't know, or a few days. I don't know. What do you think? What's
Nah,
coming
I
back after
think for
break for you?
me, like, if you're not like, let's just say, for me, right, since I compete a lot, for me, at most to stay efficient, I need maybe 2, 3 days off, the most. It's when I like, for example, that cruise, I overdid it. I ate so much food, knowing that I had a match when I got back, which probably was the worst mistake. I mean, but granted, the match was supposed to be a whole month before. It just got pushed back. But yeah, man, when I came back, those 2 weeks was horrible because first of all, now with all the flying around, things are never on time. So my first day back was a pro session and I felt so stiff. Everyone in the room is half my age. So like I felt so stiff, so fat from all the food I ate. I was just moving slow. But I would say, to not get too off topic, 2 days I like to say is good. You know, you get the day to recover, then you get the other day to kind of just catch up on whatever sleep or whatever you missed out on and just get right back to it. So I guess if you're in the training sessions and you're getting ready for like in some sort of camp, I personally feel like two days is good to feel really good coming back. Def not like a week or two. 'Cause then you just feel like you're back to square one.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's crazy how fast it goes too.
Then forget it. And if you go back to like, cause me, I don't really drink, but when I do, like on vacations, I drink to drink. I don't know if you were watching the stories, bro.
I was world's sexiest man.
The world's sexiest man. My stomach was moving, bro.
For those of you that don't follow J Roan on Instagram, did you win the world's sexiest man competition on the cruise?
Nah, man, I lost to that. It's funny because it was a bunch of young guys, right? And at the very end, it was this 93-year-old man who came on, and then another one, the guy before him was like in his late 60s, and I'm like, man, I'm just here to make a fool out of myself. I didn't even take third, so I lost to some young cat with chest hair. I don't know. He wasn't even all that ripped either. Had no rhythm, but I lost essentially, but it's all good. I'll be back. I know that I can get the crowd going. So if jujitsu doesn't work, I'll just go back to stripping, man. That's just what it comes down to.
Or we create an OnlyFans and combine the two.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I already have the name.
I'm telling you, I think this is like the untapped gold mine in jiu-jitsu. It's like OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's like just everyone go shirtless, get oiled up, slap it on OnlyFans. So I mean, you're not technically doing anything that you wouldn't be doing already. You're just catering to a whole new audience. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. That's what we're missing. A whole other audience just to come in and join the wave.
Right, right, right. And you can even break it up by category. You got like foot stuff. Do you know what I mean? You
For
got
stuff,
like
oil check
north
stuff.
south positionals, reverse close guard positionals.
Oh, it's funny because even with some of these events, right? Like for example, the last event that I did, they were streaming the first few matches on OnlyFans.
Oh yeah,
So like jujitsu for whatever reason has a thing in OnlyFans, bro.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you. If like all it takes is one person to be brave enough. Like I'm surprised Craig Jones hasn't done it already. Do you know what I mean?
You know what it is? I have to do it. I
Yeah,
think it's time that Jake Rome's just comes out of his comfort zone. Life's been kicking my ass enough. I think I've hit that final boss for him where OnlyFans
yeah.
Either OnlyFans or stand up, one of the two.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's the thing when you're self-employed. I remember when I was in the corporate world, I was like picky about the jobs. Like, oh, I want to like, map out my career, and I got to make the best decision for, my retirement plans. This, and that. But then once you hit like entrepreneurship or become self-employed, I'm like, fuck it. There's not much I won't do for $20.
Yeah. That's how I felt, man. I'd for sure feel.
Yeah.
Especially with some of these matches. It's like, man, let me at least get a t-shirt, bro. Let me at least get a t-shirt if you're gonna break my arm. Everyone in the crowd watching, having a good time, and all I'm getting is a pat in the back.
Right, 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 right. But what would you say, like, so on taking breaks? Do you feel like the mental side, you suffer on the mental side more so than the physical, or are you kind of good without jujitsu? Because I know a lot of people kind of talk about jujitsu as my therapy, this, that, and the other, which I have
Yeah.
mixed feelings about. But what's your take on that?
Yeah, excuse my setup today, guys, because I'm just not home. But I would say, as far as mental break, it's more of a decision. Is this comfortable? No, does it look good?
Yeah, there you go.
I would say
I'm
with
like, I gotta turn my neck.
yeah, my bad. I would say with mental breaks, it's probably more of a me decision, right? So I don't really feel too bad when I take those. It's when I'm injured and I can't fucking come to practice. That's when it starts fucking with me because it's like, damn, I didn't even ask for this.
Mm. Yeah,
With the mental breaks, it's like sometimes you need it, man. And it's only really you who knows when you need it, right? You're in practice, things aren't going right, you don't even feel like being there. And that's when it's not fun anymore. Yeah, you gotta power through those moments, but at what cost, right? I don't want to make this Sabra feel like, yeah, we want to make this a full-time thing, but this is still something I love. I don't want to get any resentment. So I guess for me to answer your question, it doesn't really affect me as if it's a mental break, because again, that's my decision. But it's when I'm injured and I have to watch people compete. I've never been injured to the point where I had to take a couple months off, but never like injured, where people are like, they just don't even compete or train like that anymore. So thank God. Yeah, to answer your question, I wouldn't say no, it doesn't really affect me all too crazy.
See, I'm funny, man. I'm the opposite. If I'm injured, I'm kind of like, I don't want to say, well, maybe, yeah, mentally stable because I'm like, I know I got no choice in the lack of training. So I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, I'm injured. My focus now is rehab recovery. And then, like, I'll get into training as and when I'm ready. And when I do, I'm going to do more positionals and kind of like build my way back into it. But like when I was out, like the last 2 weeks, I knew it was I'm out not because I can't train. I'm out just because life has pulled me away. And that's where I get like super messed up in the head.
But
I'm,
yeah.
like all cranky and like, short tempered and like doing cardio and weights is cool and it kind of alleviates a little bit of that pent up energy. But I feel like I'm like my dog when she hasn't had a walk. I'm just like, I gotta
Yeah.
destroy something. Give me something
Yeah.
to break. Like, you know.
It's crazy, like, you know, and it's just like when I'm at home, right? Let's just say I am with the lady or whatnot. She don't fucking do jujitsu, so it's not like, yeah, I don't go to class and maybe I can do this move on her, but she ain't gonna give me the same reaction that I need her to do. Like if I try
Right.
to do a false reach, some type of roll, she's just gonna fall flat on her face and just hit her forehead on the floor or something. But yeah, like you get those itches where it's like, damn, you can't really train or nothing. It's just like
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
then it becomes one of those, yeah, when things slow down, and then it just never slows down. So next thing you know, you're like a year away from jujitsu. You don't want to go through that trap.
Right. And that's the thing I know it's about doing. I'm thankful for the corporate gig because it's money in the pocket and it helps me keep the business running. But doing 2 weeks of that and no business and no jujitsu, you really realize how like draining it is. And I obviously, I started a business while I had a corporate job. So I'm fully aware of the corporate world. And, if you're into that, there's nothing wrong with it. But I think certain people are just kind of wired for that and others aren't. I'm definitely not. I just did it out of
Yeah,
necessity because I needed a job, and
yeah,
that was the easiest path to a kind of corporate career or like a decent salary. But now I've like seen the other side, I've seen the light.
yeah.
Once I
I
go
took I
back,
took the red pill.
I took the red pill, right? I seen the Matrix. What's the scene in the Matrix where he's like, I know
Yeah,
jujitsu.
that was you.
Yeah, that was me. So now I know jujitsu. I don't know jujitsu, but I know jujitsu. Yeah, I'm like, I can't go back to that, man. Like 2 weeks there, and I was just like, and it's the pace too. And I think the difference is as well, like being an entrepreneur or self-employed versus corporate and jujitsu lifestyle versus corporate. It's like there's a very clear goal with jujitsu and entrepreneurialism. Like when you run your own business, it's like stay alive, make profit, you eat what you kill. It's very simple. Jiu-jitsu is the same. It's like, you have a task, you either kind of win, the position or the fight for position, or you win the submission or whatever it is you're going for. You either kind of win or you lose. It's very clear. But once you get into the corporate world, it's like, does Jane from accounting like me? Is she like pissed off because I didn't send that email on time? And then, next thing you know, oh, she didn't like you. She was like talking shit about you on break and da da da. Da. Now, like all your finance emails are messed up, and then
Yeah, the
and then it's
team's
like,
message is getting clowned on.
yeah, and you gotta like worry about what everyone's opinions, like, because there's so many more cooks in the kitchen. Like every decision takes twice as long, and it's like it's so draining. And,
Yeah,
and that's why the last 2 weeks I was like, I need to like choke someone out or get choked out. I need some kind of like adrenaline just to kind
yeah.
of
Need that
re-energize
fix.
myself.
That fix to come back.
Right, right. But is what it is. uh had to be done. Sometimes you
Yeah,
just gotta stop your moaning and
and
buckle
just get
down.
right to it.
Yeah, and that paycheck. But so what's been going on the hiatus for you? What's been working?
What's been working for me, like I said, just kind of trucking through. I think that landing a new gig kind of helped. It's a good little personal win that I needed. I would say like behind the scenes, said it's kind of just was going through that burnout feel. I think you and I spoke about it a lot off camera. Was feeling a little burnt out, a little tired. Not tired of the jujitsu, just I would say some of the pressure of making sure everything that I balanced was correct. So that was kind of hard because, like I said, like when you have your own dream, you have your own situation you're trying to build on. Essentially, it's just you and that's it. It does take a village to get a lot of things going because even JRI took a kind of a hit, but I do have a team there, which I'm blessed to kind of use to lean on. Shouts to G and the rest of my squad. But yeah, man, it was just like it took me a little bit just to kind of get out of this funk. But after that match that I had, I felt like, and again, this is where it sounds cheesy and people say jujitsu, saved their lives or whatever the case may be. But I feel like after that match, going to Philadelphia, linking up with other jujitsu people that I didn't know, it just put me in a better position mentally. So I would say that, man, just like staying busy, remembering why I started the goal in the first place. Was a huge way to kind of get over that little mental hump. And yeah, man, that's what worked for me. I don't even mean to go to tangent. I feel like I'm not answering your question, but
No, no, I get it. I get it. Like, I'm on a similar kick at the minute because, yeah, it's definitely been like the last year and a half has been I don't want to say a funk, but like running the business has been super tough. And I'm gonna sound like a grumpy old man here. The kids and the Instagram and the social media.
yeah,
But like honestly speaking, the trends and the way social media has changed with the algorithms has just like completely torpedoed the business because I won't get into it now, but the algorithms favor a completely different style of content that doesn't really help drive businesses forward in terms of like making sales. So lost a huge chunk of revenue from that organic Instagram reach that I used to have. So
yeah,
the last year and a half just been fighting my life out to stay afloat
uh,
and not really progress the business. And that's kind of pretty demoralizing because you're like putting in, like 15 hours a day into this business. And basically, like, I did my taxes the other week and I was like, okay, great. I did all of that work for like a 2 grand loss at the end of the year. Do you know what I mean? Which
yeah,
actually
man.
isn't
Tell
that
me
bad a
about it.
result. For new business to come in basically break even isn't bad, but Jesus Christ, we're supposed to be talking about what's working, and I'm here moaning about
Yeah,
everything that's not working. But what I was gonna get onto is say that one of the things I realized to like help make things work is you definitely need a team because I think entrepreneurship, running a business, running a gym, or being a competitor even is quite a lonely endeavor. It's basically all on your shoulders to deliver the results, and you only eat when you deliver results. It's not like corporate where you can have a rough week and still get a paycheck. So I'm trying to like bolster up the team. I'm trying to find a couple of new positions, like we spoke about. There's someone to help push wholesale and someone to help with creative strategy. But the wholesale piece has been working because one of the things I did a lot last year was realize that because the algorithms are fickle and I'm losing all of that organic Instagram revenue, I started to focus more on search, Google search. So thanks to ChatGPT, really dive did a deep dive into Google SEO and AI discovery,
Yeah.
brainstormed back and forth with ChatGPT, figured out strategy, and then implemented it over the course of the last kind of 2, 3 months. And what I found is, so I keep itching my nose because I got allergies, man. Allergies down in Atlanta are crazy.
Yeah. We'll call it allergies.
Nose beers, nose
No,
beers, and
no,
allergies.
those nacho supremes.
I gotta get hyped for the podcast, man. I'm sleepy before this. Now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Google SEO. That's
I
been
would
working
lose my
for me.
train of thought too, brother.
No,
Making
I'm
me get
thinking
up and
about
hit my
happy
pen.
times. But yeah, Google SEO has been working for me thanks to like the work I did there. So I've been picking up a lot more wholesale customers, which is great. And I figured out like a good little structure on the back end to make sure I can deliver those orders pretty well. Also got a good lead generation offer. Did doing a buy 30 get 10 free on all wholesale orders. So if you want to get
My
40
boy's
rash
getting
guards for the price of
my
40,
boy's getting smooth with
it's
the
your boy.
plugins.
I don't know,
Let's
I'm taking
go.
tits off you, man. Taking tits off you. But it's pretty cool because we picked up an Australian account for karate school, which I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. In branching out of jujitsu now, so it's not just like within the niche, which was cool. So that means we're showing up in searches there,
Not just
and
that, but you
then
got some of the best looking athletes wearing your gear, bro.
I know, man.
I'm not even gonna say my name because people already know. But you got some good. You got Drew and his dog in the
Yeah,
shadow.
I feel
I
like
like
all
that photo.
the nation crews. We need a nation calendar, man. Like, because who we got? We got Willow, we got Drew.
You got Lou.
Matt Cornett, that guy's a beast. Yeah,
Yeah,
Lewis, he photographs really well. I'm like, no offense, Lewis, if you're listening, but my wife said when we were doing shoots, she was like, "Yeah, I saw Lewis in person, and I didn't think he would make such a good model, but damn, like he looks good on camera."
he's a natural, bro.
Yeah, he's a natural.
He makes
So
some funny videos too when he wants to.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't do that, bro. I feel like me personally, like, and there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I feel like when I try to be funny, it's not.
yeah,
It's just not.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some people just,
I'm like, I can do it. I just can't force it. But you know, it's
yeah.
different personality.
I
But
do
yeah,
have some ideas though. Like just watch. My boy, I think you sent him over his new top for again,
oh,
guys. You
yeah. The
ever have
stitch
some
pop, so
damaged
we
gear?
replaced it.
Nations Athletic will send you some new stuff right away. But yeah, him and I got some plans for the cloud set because we've been waiting for that set for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just
That
hating for a bit. I'm like, bro, I work with Nations. How'd you get your set before I did?
and now we've had. Oh my god, we had shipping issues, man. It's like I'm like, can I just get a week of normal? Because yeah, just as things started to stabilize, and the war in Iran hit, and now it's like everything's stuck in the Middle East again, getting hit by like Iranian drones and Israeli missiles, and I'm like,
Yeah, and it
bro, I
all
just need
just so
my rash
happens to
guards,
be my
please.
stuff. It all just seems to be J Rome's and stuff stuck in the
No, you and
collateral.
Willow have definitely got like I feel bad because you and Willow were like some of the first orders I put in. But then as soon as that shipped from the factory, then like it all kicked off in the Middle East again.
Yeah,
And then I was like, all right, yeah. So those packages are stuck somewhere. And then the second wave of inventory shipped. Of course, that like went through because they skipped the Middle East. So that all came in after. So you and Willow were like, yo, I'm seeing everyone wearing these sets. Where's my sets? And I'm like,
it was
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So Willow, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
we gotta get her on here, man. I still
Yeah,
find
we
it's
do.
very impressive to me. Like she's been super active since I think before I started popping off.
Yeah.
I think, which
Yeah,
was
she works
crazy.
hard, man. She's always active.
She's a what? Purple, right? Something like that.
Purple, I think she's kind of like a bit of a Ronin, so she travels around, so she's probably like the belt rank doesn't necessarily reflect the experience. Because she's good. I roll with her. Like she comes to Atlanta every now and then. Roll over Superfly. Yeah, Superfly Jiu Jitsu, and I think she goes to like the AT&T guys up here too. So, but yeah, we gotta get her on.
Are you guys gonna is there any because you guys do that Odyssey super fights, right? Or something like that?
No, they did Greg at Odyssey did an invitational which was packed and it was good. Like he did it as like basically all the proceeds just went back to the athletes. So I think the total prize money at the end of it was like a decent amount. It's like 5 grand or it might have even been like 10 grand. I'm not sure. But yeah, he had people from all over and it was with
That was the one where Andrew and them pulled up too, right?
no, they haven't come yet. But I want to do, that's one of my goals for this year is to put on an event like a kind of Odyssey Nation, J Rome Invitational, or whatever, collab with someone,
With
put on an
that.
event and get all the Nation people involved. Speaking of events, one of the things that's been working, back to the topic, is the custom gear. We got Chronic Combat coming up, doing custom sets
Let's
for them.
go.
Yeah, theirs are looking nice, man. I'm kind of happy with how they're shaping up.
Yeah, I'm excited. That one was for me personally, this event and the JRI event's been my hardest to ever match make for.
Mm.
With that being said, not to go too off topic, but it's like so many different events popping off right now. It was bad enough when I threw up my event. I didn't think JRI would get in the way at Chronic
Yeah.
Combat in a way, and it kind of did. So it's just like, as far as matchmaking, it's been so hard. But when they told me they're making the custom sets, I didn't even press them. I already knew it had to be with Nation. So I'm super excited to see those
Yeah.
sets, man. Because
Because
I
that's,
think there should be some extras for your boy, right?
of course, yeah, of course, man. I think they got Toe Folks sponsoring them. They got
Yeah,
Toe
Tote
Folks.
Folks is
Yeah, yeah.
sponsoring them.
So
I'm
I definitely
happy.
get you one of those.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because I'm not on their team, but I am defending the Iron Lungs belt. I love this guy. He's a nice guy, my opponent, but I don't mean to talk smack, but my goal is to get you in, get you out, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, at our age, bro, that's always the goal.
He's
Quick
my age
taps.
too. He's actually around up there with me,
Oh,
so
yes.
it'll be two
Okay.
old dudes scrapping,
Two old dudes scrapping.
two
Yeah,
high
yeah, yeah.
old dudes, because we got to hit the Puffco before our match.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing I liked about the Chronic Combat events. 'Cause they haven't done one in a minute, but theirs were good, man. There was always a good vibe. Yeah, definitely, definitely a love. I don't really smoke, but there's definitely a contact high going on there.
yeah, it's fun. I've been working with Chronic now for I want to say 2 years, 3 years, almost 3 years. And so far the experience has been cool. It's, big thing because of Andrew too. Andrew, I remember you were there that day when I met the Chronic guys.
Right.
We've been working since. It's
Yeah,
crazy. We've
yeah,
been
yeah.
working with you and Chronic around the same time. We literally met the same day.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's probably one of the funnest open mats I ever had. I caught staff that like week later, but it was
Yeah, next episode we gotta do the confessions of a jiu-jitsu athlete. Because one of the confessions I know, like I was thinking like we do a brainstorm, like come up with ten confessions, shit people do in jiu-jitsu that they never talk about. And one of them is training with staff. I don't know a single person that hasn't trained while they've got staff. Like I was with a guy yesterday, he had the tape, like the athletic tape around his shin, and I was like, oh yeah, what's that? He's like, oh nothing, just a
nothing,
pimple.
nothing. I got an ingrown hair.
Right, 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 right. Like, why you got athletic tape on your shin?
Bro, I'll never forget that, and I'll tell my story now because I have a shit ton more in case you want want me
Yeah.
to save it. So don't even worry about it. But this is the funniest one. So my this is back when I was at white belt, and I used to train at this gym. I'm not gonna say the name because if they hear it, then they're gonna be fucking pissed. But it was 3 years ago, so you guys will get over it, maybe 4. But I remember I had a thick beard. I was heavier. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but I had like in my beard, they were like really hard pimples that like I don't know what the fuck it was, but it wasn't no normal facial pimples. Didn't say nothing. I just went to practice anyway, right? Because I wasn't trying to miss class. I don't know. I guess we had Naga or something a few weeks later. I wasn't trying to miss class, so
Right.
we were doing rear naked choke escapes, like from backpack. And I guess the first person I spread it to started catching some weird shit. There's some weird shit on his hand, on his like this part, like his forearm, I guess, right?
Shit.
Because it's around the neck.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I didn't say anything because again I have a beard. To everybody, I was just normal. I was chilling. So boom, he caught it. Boom. Next thing you know, I guess I'm seeing him, and I remember coming to class, and that shit developed into some weird shit. Yeah, I didn't roll with him, but next thing you know, someone else caught something, and then there was this huge infestation of something going around the gym, and I didn't tell anybody until like a year later. We're all drinking. I was like, "Yo, remember when we were all like dropping like flies at the gym?" I was patient zero, bro. I'm
You're
sorry.
patient zero.
I was patient zero. My bad, yo. But it was so funny because my one boy caught it in his beard also. And he had to like to shave part of his beard. I felt bad because I didn't shave shit. I just kept it moving. He had to look funny and patchy for like
Oh my God.
a month. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I'm sorry for those who
Try,
are listening.
try to think what my confession would be. I guess recently was like a couple months back. I was rolling with, I think the guy's a white belt, but he's kind of like little bit spazzy, erratic, and like going, like doing everything super hard.
Yeah,
And like I was fine, just kind of chilling. And then I was like, no, his fault. He's a nice guy. I think it's just like, when you're beginning, you don't know how to control your tempo or your like, you kind of have no
intensity.
moves. So you're just like hitting them super hard and standard beginner shit. But like I'm like kind of playing it safe. So I'm like, older, my knees are busted up. So I was like, I don't really want him like yanking on shit and not knowing what he's doing. So I was playing conservative, just kind of sweeping, getting on top and just kind of keeping him pinned. But then I was like, let me let him work a little bit. So I was like kind of moving around. I want to say let him pass, but I was kind of like, I'm not gonna fight it too hard. You know what I mean? Whatever. Take the pass. You got it, bro. And then out of nowhere, he just like whips his leg over, dives onto my leg for a knee bar. And I was like, oh shit. Like, and all of a sudden I'm like, he might fucking have this. Like he's on my knee. And I'm like, and then I was like, it was my hurt knee too. And I didn't want to tap because like my ego kicked in and he's a white belt. So like I think I'm able to like turn, how you turn and you kind of turn and then you're giving up the heel now. And then I'm like, I don't really want him yanking on my leg. So, and he had told me like his knees were hurting a minute before. So I kind of like did the annoying thing as the upper belt, started coaching him. And I was like, time out, bro. Just gonna let you know, if you're gonna jump on my legs and your knees hurting, be
You gotta
prepared
do
for me.
this.
Like I had a conversation and I knew in my head, I was like, you such a fucking bitch, Mark. You're like blatantly stalling the round out because you're nervous about your own knees, trying to like disguise it as some way of coaching this
Of
guy.
coaching.
Yeah, yeah. He was a good sport. He was like, and I could tell he was like, I didn't know. And I'm like thinking, oh my God, I just become that meme. Do you know what I mean? But in my
Hey,
defense,
listen,
there was
you
like
didn't
30
tap though.
seconds left. And I was like, I ain't trying to like get into a shootout with this guy because he goes kind of hard. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I should have just tapped. I should have just been like, you got it, bro, whatever. But instead, I was like, no, you can't tap. He's a white belt. So I was like, I mean, I escaped technically, but I was like, I didn't stay in the pocket. You know what I mean? I had to dead it
Yeah.
right there and then.
Did you get your lick back after?
Nah, it's just like 30 seconds. I mean, I'd already like made the guy like I think I just, smothered him, like fucking
Yeah.
mushed him for like 5 minutes straight. So,
I had a
it was what it
situation
was.
go down, one of my students subbed me. I was really happy at first, and then I really like, damn, this white belt really just subbed me. It's a white belt I'm teaching. I was like, oh,
But
it
they
was
be
so
sneaky, bro.
clean.
Like they be sneaky. Like the whole round, it's like, all right, cool, this is easy. And then they have that one move that they know, and they just fucking like a dog with a bone. Do you know what I mean? You're like, damn, this guy's really on my legs right
Yeah,
now.
bro, he had me with a straight ankle lock, my white belt. And I was
Yeah,
just like, and it was like my foot was totally like this, and I'm just like, no, no, no. And I tapped, and I'm like, oh hell no. And then
I know.
luckily, yeah, he called me early, so I'm like, all right. So for the next of these 6 minutes, you
Payback.
you belong to me. Look at me, I
Weaponized
am the captain now.
weaponized white belts are scary, man.
Yeah,
They're real scary. It's
it's
like,
cool too from a coach's standpoint, though. Tell you that. Like I do like seeing my young little white belt killers.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of fun watching them give like other people a hard time. Like
Mhm.
you'll get a drop in, and like when you drop into a gym, you're not trying to like be that guy, so you're kind of being respectful or chill with everyone, and then they get that weaponized white belt that's just like a rabid dog comes at them, and
Yeah, he's actually
you
pretty
can tell the
good.
confusion in their head. They're like looking at this guy like, oh man, I don't want to turn it up because then the enforcer's gonna come get me, but like at the same time, I'm a
Yeah.
brown belt, but whatever it is, I shouldn't be letting this white belt kind of wreck my heels.
Yeah, then the rest of the team was just watching you get sauced by the local the white belt bully on the squad.
Right. Yeah,
That white belt next to me.
We got this white belt in our gym, and he's like built like Captain in America, and he wrestled like he wasn't like an amazing wrestler, but I think he wrestled with Pixley.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, watching
But
this
he's a
dude is
dog.
just yeah, he's like I roll with him and it's like straight defense the whole round. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Just
but yeah,
regarding,
like in the
guarding,
gi,
sweeping.
yeah, yeah. I freaking and he's stacked, and he's built so stacked that I hit him with like a tripod sweep, and I guess my foot got caught in his leg, and he popped my foot getting swept. Like I came up on top, and as I went down, we both heard the like pop, and he looked
Uh,
at me, he was like, "Was that you or me?" And I was like, "I think that was me." He's like, "But you just swept me." I was like, "Yeah." Oh, but he's a cool guy. But it's funny watching him in the gi because he's obviously got white belt on. It's tied up. It's tied all like messed up. His gi doesn't fit. Like looks like straight white belt. And then he comes into class and like you can see all these purple belts. Like they finished the round with him and they're just like
Just
taking them
gassing
big
for air.
breaths.
I gotta come visit out there, man. Telling
Yeah,
you.
you got it, man. We gotta get
I've
all the
been like
nation.
really craving on like well, craving is a crazy word to use. I don't know why. That's not the word I wanted to use. I've been really like thinking about it. Like right, for example, on July, I'm gonna fly out to Florida, probably train and compete a little bit out there. Go visit my family. Shit like that, man. I want to go to Atlanta. I want to go to like all these other places and roll with dogs like that.
There's some killers up here, man. I wasn't expecting the level to be as high as it was. Moving from New York, because obviously New York's got a lot of jujitsu, a lot of good jujitsu, and I came here. There's less schools, but there's definitely like within each school, the standard is really high.
Yeah, your boy just won a belt this weekend, right? What's his Instagram? Wyatt, something like that.
Yeah. Wyatt's cool. He's solid, man. He's a really cool guy. Really good. Him, Brady, Eldon, from Odyssey, Austin. He's not competed for a while, but he's good. Yeah, I mean they got a bunch of killers, and then they got the 10th Planet guys too. Ryan Aiken, Sean Trupplegate, Mohammed Habibi, and then a bunch of ATT killers. Oh, shout out to yeah, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the West Coast trials.
I
There
saw
was
some of the matches on through Instagram clips. I've been just
yeah, shout
honestly just watching my gang kind of just kill it right now.
Yeah. Because I think Yadi Marco's up there. But shout out to Ernesto. He had a flow. I can't get my words out. There's a flow grappling post. He was repping the Palestine rash guard, so that was pretty
But
cool to
yeah, that's
see.
right. Shouts to him. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
he's been pulling up to he was pulling up to bodegas too recently
yeah. I
training.
saw him out there. Yeah,
Yeah, of
did you
course.
train with him?
Nah, man, because that was the week where I started the new gig, so I didn't get to
Uh,
train. I didn't get to train with Owen. I didn't get to train with him. I didn't get to train with a lot of the new visitors that started coming by, which
yeah.
stinks. But we're here. Like I said, we'll get it back. I just figured out that I'll just ask for a territory in that area, and then my lunch break
There
will
you go.
just be me getting my ass whooped for lunch.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, we got speaking of ADCC West Coast Trials, we got ADCC Atlanta coming up. So
Let's
catch your
go.
boy out there. We're gonna do another nation booth. The last one was crazy, man. It was like I think it was the first one they did in Atlanta, and I think they had something like 5,000 people in attendance. And
When is
yeah,
it?
the say again.
When is it?
May 25th, I want to say. Is that Memorial Weekend? I think. I know it's the end of May. You guys should come out. I think Drew's thinking about doing it too. I
Damn,
think he's
because
not competing,
JRI
but
is
he
May
might.
23rd.
Okay. But yeah, the Atlanta ADCC is the last one was crazy. It was good. So I'm excited for that. We got a couple new drops in the works. They'll be available exclusively at the booth. I was pleased to say our booth was kind of small, but I think we got a lot more traction. We were next to Takedown. You know Takedown?
Yeah,
Yeah. And it was like
take
Takedown's
that
a
with
weird
her.
brand, man. I'm like, is it wrestling? Is it jujitsu? It kind of look. I'm not gonna throw shade at them. I'm sure they're cool guys. They were cool guys working a booth that we spoke to, but I was
Yeah,
like all the way confused by the brand.
of what they were like, what there was about, right?
Yeah, because they seem to be like wrestling, but they make jujitsu gear. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I never wore takedown in my life, but I have seen people wear those. I mean, nations are nothing for me.
I know, right?
If it ain't nations, I ain't wearing it.
Have you seen those memes? Like, what does your rash guard say about you?
I don't know
Level
what the,
black, you're like all the way wrestly, spazzy, kind of excited to watch. Will probably destroy everyone's ACLs in the room. And
we need
then,
one for nations.
yeah, we need one for nations. And what were the other ones? I think they're saying like, if you are an elite rash guard from Amazon, you
Yeah,
clearly like,
someone gave it to you. Someone slid in your
yeah,
DMs. It's true because I have an elite a rash guard, and it's because someone slid in my DMs. It was like, "Hey, yo, here's a code. Like, you go on Amazon and get it."
I think
And it
my
was scary. It was sketch. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got to be PC. I'm not gonna throw shade, but the stereotypes are true. I think my blue belt gi and rash guard was all Fuji. I think I was just buying Fuji stuff because it was like cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, white belt, man. My first jujitsu white belt was a karate belt because my school was kind of sketchy and it didn't
You
fit
didn't
me. It
even
was too
have a
small.
you didn't even have the bars on your gi.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
black bar.
It was sketchy. It was sketchy. But anyway, long story short, catch us at ADCC Atlanta. I'm excited for that one.
Let's go, man. Hopefully, Coach J Rome's out here, the People's Champ J Rome's can hit the lotto real quick. Go to Atlanta as he pleases.
I know, man. But what else been going on in your world? What's not been working? We talked about what's working for a bit, what's not been working.
What's not been working is fucking honestly, can't even think of anything right now. If I'm being real with you, I think we kind of hit that on the topic already.
Yeah.
Look,
Well, that's good.
I would say what's not been working was just not working for a while. Just that
Yeah.
was it, man.
Now you
I would
fixed it.
say I would say I was just, teaching and trying to okay, honestly, yeah, now that I'm talking out loud, I would say my balance, like I said earlier, balancing everything was becoming a struggle of mine, like coming up short when it comes to paying certain bills, things with my lady at home, my kid, my was kind of not doing the best at a certain subject in school, so I kind of had to like tone it down a little bit with what I got going on to kind of put some efforts into that. And, things like that, man. I was not working, but maybe getting negative on myself at certain points where I really didn't have to, which again was a topic that we discussed on another podcast where, sometimes you got to look at some of the good things you accomplish, right? We don't get the opportunities to be here for no reasons. If we didn't never taken a dive and if we never worked hard and found success, you wouldn't be having podcasts like this or selling your, I don't know how many units or different styles of rash guard sets you sold already. But, think about from your first rash guard set to now, how much different. And we wouldn't have been able to get there if it wasn't for just
Yeah.
putting our head down and trucking through.
Yeah. 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 It's interesting because it's like two completely different worlds you got to juggle at all times. You got the jiu-jitsu world or the entrepreneurial world, and then you got the like the rest of the world. I think sometimes, yeah, you go through seasons, right? Where you got to prioritize one over the other. I think this last 2 weeks, we've both been definitely in a season where we've had to prioritize the other camp a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, not being hard on yourself and beating yourself up, I think is important because I get like that too. I'm like, if I haven't trained, like if I take a couple of days off, I'm like, you fucking suck. Like, you're being
Yeah.
lazy, get back. But sometimes you just gotta give yourself the grace to chill out a little bit.
Yeah, because sometimes the most important thing that you gotta take care of is yourself, which is like what I brought up earlier in the beginning of this episode. Like, if you forget to take care of yourself, then at the end of the day, your jujitsu is gonna always struggle. Your business is always gonna struggle. Your family is always gonna struggle because so many things rely on you. If you lose who you are, then you really don't have anything. It's like I had one corporate manager give me this one thing, and I'll just kind of leave it on this note. You have three pillars in life, right? You have like your family, yourself, and I think it's your financials. And if one of the pillars, then you're relying on two to hold the building up, right? But if all the pillars go down, which is essentially you, then you have nothing. So nothing holds up anything without you. So boom.
I gotta take that section out and put some like inspirational music behind it.
Yo, I'm gonna
Like,
hold you
yeah, and some clips of Gladiator over the top or something.
there. Just hit. It's just
Yeah.
me pulling guard
Bring
for
your voice down an
15 seconds.
octave. You have three pillars in life.
But yeah, I mean, it's cheesy, but I mean, it's sometimes I don't know. Hopefully, whoever watches this needed to hear that, and if you can relate, then shoot us a comment, shoot us a DM. Buy some gear from Nations. It'll
Yeah,
make us
yeah.
all. It'll
That
make
should
us
be
all.
your fourth pillar.
Nations rash
Help your
guard.
boy out so he doesn't have to work corporate no more.
Yeah, help me out, man. Now I can go to these trips, go train with my boy without feeling bad about it.
Right, right.
But yeah, man, do you want to plug in any shout outs before we go? We're getting towards that end of our mark of the show.
Nah, man, like it's all the same. I'm terrible with shouts. If you fuck with Nation, I love you. Thank you. That's basically it. In any capacity.
All right, cool. Shouts to my lady.
Shouts to John's lady. There you go.
Shouts to John's lady. But yeah, man, we got to give a shout out to, again, shouts to Mark, Nations Athletic. Shouts to all the Nations Athletic athletes who have been really consistent with the posts, holding it down. Because I be trying to hold down Mark, but Mark's holding me down at the same time. And then we lean on you guys to kind of like, do some of the fire posts that you guys have. Shouts to my team who's competing at ADCC, Coach Yadi Marco, Kivan, Gianni Grippo. They're killing it today.
Yo, yeah,
Bolo.
Gianni, man. We did talk about Gianni.
Yeah, bro. He killed. I think he's on day 2 also today.
Yeah, that guy's. That guy's a savage, man. Like,
bro, it's crazy.
yeah,
Chronic, shouts to Chronic, their next event, May 9th. Like Mark said, look out for the teams. We got 6 teams, 6 quintets matches. So additional, like pretty much 30 matches of 5-on-5, plus some super fights. And each quintet is going to have a fresh set from Nations Athletic. You guys heard it first. We also got JRI, which is my event, May 23rd. Hopefully we get some gear for that sometime soon. I just need more of a creative mind on my end so I can figure something out. Yeah, man, shouts to you guys for, giving me and Mark a platform to be heard, I guess you guys could say. Okay, how's
yeah,
that?
that's good. Shout out to anyone that's deranged enough to entertain ramblings about jujitsu and life. You're either high or you got mental problems.
Yo, and also don't forget promo code J Romero _20. Hopefully Mark can give me a smoother promo code because that's a long ass promo code.
You asked for that code, I think, bro.
No, I didn't. At
Oh, you
J
did it?
Rome's, J
My bad.
Rome's, and I think it's a really cool promo code. It's only 5 letters.
It's like I make the promo code so people can't guess them. It's like Jerome's _20 underscore hashtag 57 underscore ATL 2018.
At symbol.
Yeah, then people ask me like, "What's the promo code?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know anymore."
Just buy it, man.
Yeah, just buy it. I'll refund the 20%.
Yeah, man.
All
Well,
right, that's
this
it.
is episode, let's say 12. Fuck it.
Episode 12, 5, 1, 7. Don't know, lost count. Don't care. We
But we
back,
out here.
baby.
Let's go.
That's all that matters.
Next episode we have a guest, right? Do you want to kind of just throw it
Yeah,
in?
you got two really cool guests coming up. Another co-founder, Instinct Jiu-Jitsu. They actually got some cool, I'm gonna give a little plug for them. They got some cool looking gear. I think they're pretty new, but that was kind of one of the things I wanted to do is get other entrepreneurs and business owners within the jiu-jitsu space to talk about their experience. Because, obviously I got mine, but they'll give a new, different perspective, which would be interesting. And then we've got the tonal AI guys, which is basically a voice app that analyzes your voice and gives you like a full breakdown of kind of like your state of health. And it's crazy. I don't know if you did yours yet, but it's crazy how much information it can get from your voice. So you record like a 30-second clip and it gives you back like any vitamin deficiencies you got, like if you're getting enough sleep, this, that, and the other. And at first I was like, yeah, really? That kind of sounds, sketch. I don't know about that. But then I did it and like the breakdown and the report it gave me, I was like, oh shit, this is
He's
like
gonna be
insane.
like,
So
hey, like for me, when I send the voice notes, and be like, all right, man. First of all, lay off the weed.
yeah. I mean, my first thing mine said is like, you're too stressed and you work too much. And I was like, that's pretty accurate.
Maybe this guy isn't sketch. Maybe
Yeah.
this guy is a sketch.
So we got those guys coming up and yeah, that'll be exciting. But
Yeah, and I'm
that's it.
cooking up some guys too who are interested. So, stay tuned. Hopefully we get back in the studio too. I think Mauricio kind of figured that out that way. We don't got the awkward backgrounds, at least for me on my end. Cause nah, you got the cool background because the more I see the gear, I don't know, I just think it just fits. Me
Nah,
though, J Rome's being the handsome J Rome's, I need that bougie background. So
we the bougie background. There you go. Well, one day we'll have a proper setup.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, brother, thank you for your time as always. We out here and thank you for
Host.
Let's go.
Host.